Hi, welcome in English, Semantics and Pragmatics class. And today we're going to discuss language in use.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, so related to semantics, we will discuss about utterance. This utterance is typically part of larger discourse. When pragmatics is a branch of linguistics that is concerned with meaning, but in semantics, it is mainly concerned with the speaker's competence to use the language system in producing meaningful utterances and processing. So the comprehending utterances produced by the others. We may say that a language is a complex system of symbols or signs that are shared by members of community. So, in order to comprehend a complex system of symbols or signs, here are the steps of getting the informations. When people talking each others, we have 3 steps. The first one is perceptions, the second one is identifications, and the last one is interpretation. In perceptions, the sign and people share the context of place and time in which the sign here attracts people's attentions. But in identifications, we identify any new thing either as a phenomenon previously observed or as something that is identical with phenomena we already know. So we correlate a phenomenon we previously know or something we know before or something similar with what we know before. The last, in interpretations, meaning are often personal. What does it mean? It means that the meaning here of any sign depends on the space-time context in which we observe it. So every persons have different interpretations based on what they know, based on their background knowledge about what they heard before or what they know before. Okay, let's see this example. How do you say it? Pay attention for part 1. It is written text, so perhaps when you see this text in your mind, you will read like this. I'll let you know the answer as soon as I get the information from a friend of mine who lives in Winchester. Perhaps you will read it in your mind like that. But in fact, if you use it in daily conversations, you will say it like this. Well, I'll let you know the answer as soon as I get the information from a friend of mine, who lives in Winchester. Now you have different types when you read it in your mind or when you say it in daily conversation. Okay, now pay attention for another example. How do you interpret it? For the first one, when you read these texts in your mind, it could be, I don't think this is a good idea. How could you do that? I don't believe I did it. But perhaps there are many possibilities when you use it in daily conversation. It depends on what you feel or what you want to express to your partner. The first example could be, I don't think this is a good idea. See, like you want to express that you are disagree with people's opinion or something. The second example, it could be, how could you do that? Maybe you're surprising with something, then it's like expressions that, wow, it's amazing. And for the last example, perhaps you may say like this, I don't believe I did it. It was like maybe you do something, but you don't realize that it works. Okay, now we discuss sentence and utterances. So here you may see in your screen that the meaning of utterances is the meaning of sentence plus the meaning of circumstances. It means the time and place, the people involved, their backgrounds, their relationships to one another, and what they know about one another. So, see this example. For the first one, I'm hungry, that's a sentence. It could be an utterance like, I'm hungry, when you say it with your friends, and it involves time and place. Maybe you don't have breakfast before and you use it in a conversation with your friends, and there are many aspects involved in the sentence, so that's what we called utterances. So utterances here have meaning rather than a sentence, because it related with the 3 steps of getting informations. Someone's perceptions might be different with the utterances, depend on the background knowledge they know, depend on the person they speak with. And the utterances is a part of this course. Okay, now we're going to discuss prosody. Okay, we have 4 examples. While these utterances might appear different interpretations based on the background knowledge, based on the situations, based on the context happened in that time. Let me show you the first and second example. Has the Winston Street bus come yet? Sorry, I didn't understand. What did you say? Or the second one. I'm afraid Fred didn't like the remark I made. Oh, what did you say? We have different intonations with what did you say or what did you say. When I imagine the situations, the second person or the listener perhaps didn't understand, or maybe they didn't listen what the speaker said. It might be different with the third and fourth example. Let me show you the third example first. Some of my partners said they wouldn't accept these terms. And you, what did you say? Or the fourth example, you're misquoting me. I didn't say anything like that. What did you say? We have different intonations. For the third example, it might be, what did you say? And for the fourth example, it might be, what did you say? For the third and fourth example, it's quite different with the first and second example. When the first and second example, they didn't understand or they didn't listen what the speaker said. But for the third and fourth example, it is like asking what a speaker said in another situations. So it is like emphasizing or want to know more in detail what speaker said in another situations. I hope you get the informations. Jadi gini deh, contohnya misalnya yang pertama. Speaker tanya ke listener apa bisnya sudah datang apa belum, dan dijawab oleh si listener, I didn't understand, what did you say? Ya, bisa jadi memang si listener ini tidak punya background knowledge tentang bis, jadi tidak punya informasi tentang bis atau memang tidak mengerti apakah ada bis atau tidak. Kalau yang kedua ini listener tidak mendengar apa yang dikatakan oleh si speaker. Nah, sedangkan yang ketiga, speaker bilang ke listener, ide dia nih gak bakalan diterima nih di rapat tadi. Terus si listener tanya, oh ya? Kamu bilang apa? Nah, itu sudah beda konteksnya sama yang pertama dan yang kedua. Jadi dia nanya, kamu bilang apa? Itu bukan karena tidak mendengar, tapi ingin tahu dia bilang apa sih waktu rapat. Konteksnya, situasinya sudah changing. Kalau yang pertama itu in the same situations, masih di situasi yang sama, konteksnya sama. Tapi kalau yang ini, what did you say, yang nomor 3, itu sudah beralih ke situasi yang lain. Jadi ada 2 situasi yang masuk di sini. Sama halnya di Yang contoh keempat, what did you say yang keempat ini juga switch the situations, switch the context. So what we call it prosody. Dengan kata-kata yang sama tetapi utterance-nya berbeda karena involve situations, background, people, context and situations yang berbeda. So it may produce a different understanding, different meaning for the utterances itself. I hope you got the idea of prosody. Okay, and also we have falling and raising intonation. You may see the informations of falling and raising intonations. A falling tune suggests that the speaker is confident of what he or she is saying, and the utterance is delivered with finality. So it shows speaker dominance. A raising tune is more oriented toward the addressee. Jadi kalau pakai falling intonations itu lebih confident, lebih percaya diri. Oke, lanjut ke intonations. I'm really sorry I mix my language a little bit so you got the idea of what we are talking about. Okay, for the first example, we have statement versus question. Fall and raise. We have yes. We have yes. Or we have this is the place. Or we have this is the place. I think it's quite clear which one is statement, which one is questions. So in falling intonation, yes, this is a statement. And for raising intonation, yes, it's a question. For example, do you like pizza? Yes, that's a statement. Or if someone asking, do you like pizza? Yes, it's like a question. Yes, maybe you didn't hear what they said, or maybe you didn't understand what they said, or something else. Okay, the second example, information sought versus repetitions requested. Still falling versus rising intonations. We have when, where, when, and where. Jadi misal kalian diajak keluar sama teman kalian. Can we go to a movie tonight at 7 p.m? And you say, when? Bukan berarti itu kalian gak paham, tapi it's like repetition requested. Kalian hanya emphasis, hanya menegaskan kapan. Nah, jadi bukan gara-gara gak paham ya, cuma ingin bertanya lagi, ingin memperjelas kapan jamnya. Or you may say, can we go to a movie tonight at 7 p.m? Where? Something like that. It's different with falling intonations. Can we go to movie tonight? When you say when, it's like you don't get the idea what time you will go with your friends. Jadi kalau yang kedua, untuk yang information sought, itu yang pakai falling intonations, berarti sebelumnya the speaker didn't give you a clear informations. Keluar yuk, nanti malam. Kapan? Jam berapa? You may say like that. Okay, now the third example. Parallel structure versus antithesis. Fall versus fall and raise. Okay, we have two combinations between fall and raising information. Contoh yang pertama. This is my sister, Ellen. Jadi ada seseorang memperkenalkan adiknya, namanya Ellen. Tapi untuk yang kedua ada kombinasi antara fall and raise intonations. This is my sister, Ellen. Kalau yang kedua ini sudah tidak paralel lagi, karena kalau yang pertama itu sama-sama diperkenalkan oleh si speaker, si Ellen ini. Tapi kalau yang kedua, mungkin saja setelah itu Ellen akan memperkenalkan dirinya sendiri. So we have antithesis. It's like introducing someone, but you ask someone to introduce themselves. Lanjut ke contoh yang keempat. open questions versus alternative questions. Yeah, we have raise versus raise intonations, and we have fall intonations. Okay, so look at the first part. Do you have a pencil or pen? We have raise and raise intonations. And the second one. Do you have a pencil or a pen? Ya, kalau yang pertama itu bener-bener nanya, terserah deh mau punya pensil atau bolpen, dia mau pinjem, misal seperti itu. Tapi kalau yang kedua, untuk yang pencil itu raising intonations, tetapi yang pen itu ada di falling intonations. So, it is like alternative questions. Jadi ngasih pilihan ke listenernya, punya pensil atau bolpen deh, nggak apa-apa. Nah, it's like alternative. Kalau yang pertama, terserah mau punya pensil atau bolpen, dia mau pinjem, nggak ngasih alternatif. It's like a general questions or something, but for the second one, you give the alternative. Oke, lanjut ke yang kelima, full statement versus reservation. We have fall versus fall and raise intonation. That's true. Or, that's true. Contoh, I'm sure that we will have a good mark for this semester. That's true. Tapi misalnya kalau ada teman kalian bilang kayak gini, I'm sure that we will have a good mark for this semester. That's true? Yeah, some of part of you agree with the statement, but some of part of you like confused whether you got a good mark or not. Jadi sebagian aja nih setujunya, karena that's-nya itu falling, tapi true-nya itu raising. So we call it reservations. Okay, so that's about intonations. We have 5 example of different types of intonations, and now we're going to discuss paralanguage. Okay. It's not quite difficult talking about paralanguage. You may see in your screen we have sh, yeah, something like that. Jadi misalnya kalian lagi ngobrol sama teman kalian, terus tiba-tiba ada distractions di tengah-tengah obrolan, gitu deh, misal seperti itu. Nah, distraction tadi itu yang kita sebut dengan paralanguage. Jadi nggak terlalu sulit sih tentang paralanguage. Yeah, I think that's it about language in use. Hope you got the idea. Hope you get the informations. Hope you understand what we are discuss about language use. Well, I think that's it for today. Please check the descriptions box related to your exercise, and see you next week with another discussions. Thank you for watching.